Reserve is going to make the interest, and then they're going to have to tack on more interest because now we've got more players involved in trying to take my money in interest. True or false?
Wow, that was so much. Let me answer all of that very, very quickly. So, first of all, just to give you an analogy very quickly, if the federal government came out tomorrow and said that we are going to nationalize all ERISA governed retirement accounts, the American citizenry would revolt and we would have martial law instantaneously. Like we would have a major civil war situation happening the second that anyone talked about nationalizing retirement accounts. But it doesn't seem to be anybody's radar until you just said what you just said right now, Brandon, that this is exactly what they're doing. Now, the Federal Reserve is a private corporation chartered by Congress in 1913. However, that being said, most Americans sort of assume it's part of the federal government because they control the money supply through their open market operations and by setting the interest rate policy. We know this. So they absolutely pay. In fact, we are in a negative interest situation right now because they are getting so few interest in on this $8+ trillion of debt that they hold since Corona stimulus, yet they are paying in reverse repo money market lending overnight over 4%. So this is a massive problem. And what the Federal Reserve doesn't want to have to do anymore is control part of their monetary supply through basically commercial banks that do make the lending decisions. And so whenever they want to contract and make tighter restrictions, the Federal Reserve uses those open market operations to do that, but they have to rely on the commercial banks to actually step up the lending requirements and make it tighter. Better to just get rid of the commercial banks. CBDCs is the end of the commercial banking world as we know it. I don't see their point, to be honest. They are completely redundant when you no longer have to have an entity that is actually creating money by taking deposits and making loans. That is ended. That would be over. Jerome Powell was on 60 Minutes last year and basically explained that most of the money creation is done digitally through zeros and ones. And when we go to central bank digital currency, it will be 100% zeros and ones.
So we're in a tough spot. So those who want to understand how to get out